Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Sound Within with your host, Hannah Rose. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that has to do with parenthood and motherhood. I will start out by just sharing a little bit of my experience, which was having my daughter, who is now 8, at 16 years old. So when I decided to have her, it was really an intuitive decision because I knew that motherhood would be difficult, especially at such a young age. But I also knew that the love that I had for the child that was inside of me was so much more than what that struggle looked like to me at the time. And it was just a gut feeling. And if I hadn't have decided that, I wouldn't have my beautiful daughter, who I love so dearly. She deserves so much more than I can give her emotionally. And I often reflect on that, and I carry a lot of guilt and a lot of shame with me because I have had my own struggles and difficulties in the time that she has been on earth. And I feel as if there was a shift at some point, and it had a lot to do with my active addiction at the time. I was a very nurturing and caring and attentive mother for the first 2 years of her life, and things kind of went downhill at the 2-year mark because I started using really heavily, and she was with me for some of that time. And it came to a point in my addiction where I thought it would be better off, thought she would be better off being taken care of by my wonderful parents who stepped in and gave her all of the love and all of the physical needs were met when I couldn't do that. And I think that it's important to point out that I didn't at the time see it as abandonment. I thought that I was doing the right thing for her so that she could have all of the love and the attention and the care that she needed. And I don't regret that at all because had I have, drug her through the mud with me, uh, we both might not be here today. And so I am proud to have 5 years clean and sober as of August 27th of 2025. And because of how far into my journey I am, it seems like such a small feat, but it's so much more than that. And it continues to be much more than that every time that I move forward through difficult situations and hard feelings, rather than reverting back to substances that no longer serve me. And I now have a stepdaughter as well. She is 15. She'll be 16 in just a couple of weeks here. And I often find it very difficult for me to hold a bond with either of them. And I think it's because a lot of the trust issues that I have instilled upon them. And that's no fault but my own. But I really wish that I would have taken a different path as a mother. And I don't think that anybody in this life thinks that they're a perfect parent or a perfect mother. But I feel like I see a lot of families and witness a lot of families sharing a kind of love that we may not experience. And it's not because we don't love each other. I think that our love and our bond is so much stronger because of all of the shit that we've been through. But for that time that I was gone out of my daughter's life, which was about 2, maybe 3 years, the mother-daughter bond that we had when she was a newborn isn't the same kind of bond that I'm going to have with her 8-year-old self. And the bond that I have with her 8-year-old self is not the bond that I'm going to share with her 16-year-old self. And it goes on and on. So why would I dwell on everything that went wrong when I could dwell on all of the things that have gone right and all of the things that are going right? Like both of my daughters being here with me and my husband, and they are safe and they're clothed and they're fed. But I still carry a lot of guilt with me throughout my existence. And I think most of it is just me trying to mother while still trying to mother myself. That's the most difficult thing, isn't it? Uh, Trying to parent yourself while trying to parent someone else. So you are not only the parent, but also the child in this scenario because you are reprogramming yourself. You're rewiring your central nervous system. You are rewiring everything that's been instilled upon you over the years, whether that was from your parents or society or peers. But a mother's love knows no bounds. So, as guilty as I might feel about all of the mistakes that I have made, I also feel very proud to know that even though I'm not the perfect mother that I would hope to be, I'm present I'm clean, and I have peace of mind because of the modalities that I have integrated into my existence, like sound healing, intentional breathing, grounding myself when needed. And that is all a child could ever ask for, is for their parent to be present and improving themselves each day. And it might not all come together all at once. It might take years for me to be the mother that I wish to be. But all I can do is keep putting one step forward and being the best mother that I can be, even on the bad days, and just knowing that that's enough. I want both of my girls to know that I love them more than anything in this world. And I would never do anything to intentionally hurt. I hope that one day I can say that I am where I want to be in motherhood. Or I might not ever think that. But my point of this message is that no parent is the perfect parent. No parent has not had struggles and doubts and fears. But all you can do from here on out is be the best you that you can be, the you that you would have wanted for you as a child, which I had. And so now I just have to learn to give what was so generously given to me. Thank you for listening to my message, and tune in to Eye Opener Society for more awesome content and another episode of The Sound Within next week.